Hello, hi, welcome to my channel Hours Computer Learning. My name is Tarika Dedipya and present topic is CSS. Click the subscribe button, click the bell icon for interesting topics about CSS.
Okay, right. So friends, today we are going to see about the CSS layout, float and clear. So we are going to see the layout, float and clear float. So this is the lesson number 19. My name is Tarika Dedipya. Welcome to my channel, Hours Computer Learning. And this float property specifies how an element should float, like the CSS clear property specifies what element can float beside the cleared element and on which side, like left side or right side. So the float property it is used for the positioning and formatting content. So let an image float left to the text in a container. To that, the float property can have one of these following values like left, right, none and inherit. So left element floats to the left of an container. Right element floats to the right of it container, and none, that is a default. So the element does not float and it will be displayed just where it occurs in a text. That means that will be a default value. Inherit the element inherit float value of its parent. So it is simplest use. The float property can be used to wrap the text around the image. So this is the example for the right image. This following example specifies that an image should float to the right in the text, and the result will be, in this example, the result will be float to the right. The image will be float in the right in the paragraph, and the text in the paragraph will wrap around the image. So this is the example for the float left. This following example specifies that an image should float to the left in a text. So this is the example. You can see that image will float to the left and the paragraph and the text in the paragraph will wrap around the image. So next example is no float. In this following example, the image will be displayed just whether it occurs in the text. That means it will be in a default. So this example, you can see the image will be displayed just whether it occurs in the text. So float none. Next we are going to see about, this will be a float left and this will be a float right, and the text of the paragraph will wrap around the image. So this is a small image for you to get clear understand. Next we are going to see about the CSS layout, clear and clearfix. These are two different topics, and this will be get cleared while we do in our notepad explanation. So the clear property specifies what element can float beside the cleared element and non on which side. So the clear property can have one of the following values like none, left, right, both and inherit. None allows floating element on the both sides. This is by default. And left, no floating element allowed on the left side. And right, no floating element allowed on the right side. Both, no floating elements allowed on either the left or the right side. Next, inherit. The element is inherit the clear value of its parents. So for this, the most common way to use the clear property is after you have to use a float property on an element. So when clearing the float, you should match the clear to the float. So if an element is floated to the left, then you should clear to the left. Your float element will be continue to float, but the clear element will appear below it on the web page. So the following example clears that the float on the left means that on the float element are allowed on the left side. So this is a example. You can try by yourself. Better to wait for my notepad explanation. And in this, divide 1 and divide 2 is without clear. Result will become like the text will surround the divide 1 and next divide 3 and divide 4 is with the clear. The value left clear, the element floated to the left. So you will get clear after seeing my notepad explanation only. So somewhat it will be look like this with clearfix group, without clearfix group. So this is a small image for you to just have an idea about it. And next we are going to see about the clearfix hack. If an element is taller than the element containing it and it is floated, it will overflow outside of its container. So in such cases, we can add overflow dot auto to the containing the element to fix this problem. So this is the example for it, and the image is taller than the element containing it and it is a floated, so it is overflow outside of its container. So next we are going to see about, but the overflow auto works well as long as you are able to keep control of your margin and padding, else you might see scroll bar. The new modern clearfix hack, however, is safer to use and following code is used to the most web pages. So this is a modern clearfix hack. So this is the example for it, and the float example container somewhat look like this, but it's better to wait for my notepad explanation. And this page contains common floats example with the float property. It is easy to float boxes of containing side by side. So this is the example for it. Better to wait for my notepad explanation because these are examples for it. And images side by side also. The graded of the boxes can also be used to display the image side by side. So this is the equal height. In this previous example, you will be see how to float boxes side by side and images side by side with an equal width. However, it is not easy to create floating boxes with equal height and a quick fix it. So it is to set a fixed height like in the example. So this is the example for it, fixable, and you can try by yourself. Better to wait for my notepad explanation. And this is also use flex to create flexi boxes. These all are my examples. This will be get cleared by the notepad explanation only. So these also navigation menu, but better to pause it and write down because while I'll teach my notebook explanation, you can see how I am going to teach you. So this is the navigation menu, and web layout example we will be see about this web layout example also. So all CSS float properties together. Box sizing defines how the width and height of an element are calculated. Should they include padding and borders or not? So clear specifies what elements can float beside the cleared element and on which side. Float specifies how an element should float. Float over specifies what happens if content overflow an element's box. Overflow X, overflow Y. Overflow X specifies what to do with the left, right edges of the content if it overflow the element content area. Overflow Y specifies what to do with the top, bottom edges of the content if it overflows the element content area. So from tomorrow we are going to see about all these examples results in my notepad explanation. So do not miss it. Please do subscribe, like, share and comment, and please never ever forget to click the bell icon. Signing off, Tarika Dedipya. Thank you for watching.
Signing off, Tarika Dedipya. Thank you for watching Hours Computer Learning. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to click the bell icon. Subscribe button, bell icon.